Okay, now there are a few points I would like to mention, important points. The PMMC will be used for DC only, and ED, your electrodynamometer, can be used for AC as well as DC. How? If you apply AC in the electrodynamometer, so we have seen it works for AC and DC as well. If you apply AC, if you apply a low frequency signal, then what will happen? It will oscillate like this. If you increase the frequency, the oscillation will increase like this. More frequency, and at certain point of frequency it will be constant. So it will show a average value of the torque will be the average value of the torque which was being produced. So we saw how it is produced and how it is dependent upon the RMS value as well. So it is like your frequency is very high, and that's the reason you are not facing any oscillations, and rather you are having a average value of the current in the torque. Okay, or you can say the RMS value as well. Okay, but here what will happen, the same phenomena can also occur in this as well. If you apply instead of a DC AC instead of a DC, it will rotate like this. If you increase the frequency, it will be a constant thing. But remember, here the torque was proportional to I square, but here the torque will be proportional to I. Okay, and if you apply a sinusoidal signal current, then the average value of here will be 0, but here will not be 0, and that is the reason you will not get any output in terms of AC, but in terms of DC only. Here you can get output in terms of AC and as well as DC as well. And if you apply some other signal apart from sinusoidal, then this PMMC will give you average value. The torque will be corresponding to the average value of the current, but here the torque will be corresponding to the RMS value of the current used, square of the RMS value. So I hope you are getting how this can only be used for DC and this can use for AC as well as DC. Okay, since it is dependent on only I and this is only I square, the average value will change, and that is the reason. So it will still give average value, but if you will apply sinusoidal, it will not be able to use for AC signal, and which is mostly we apply sinusoidal only. That is the reason sometimes it is been written that it is only used for DC. It is good for DC, but as we go for AC, we use electrodynamometer only. Okay, now the second point I want to mention here is it can be used as voltmeter and ammeter, PMMC, but this guy can be used for voltmeter, ammeter, wattmeter, all three of them. Okay, but the main application is its wattmeter, measuring power. So for measuring voltage and ammeter, we can use moving iron or PMMC, moving coil type. This is moving coil type, so we can use moving. For wattmeter, this is its specialty, electrodynamometers, and that's the reason we only deal with wattmeter instead of going for voltmeter or ammeter, since we already easily can measure voltmeter and ammeter from PMMC or moving iron. Okay, now the third thing is the scale will be uniform in PMMC and non-linear in case of ED. So because the current is it depends upon the square of the current, and it depends upon the only one value of current. Okay, here the two values of currents are required. So I square is needed. It depends upon I only. That is the reason it is uniform scale. The theta is proportional to I. Here theta is proportional to I square. So you might be knowing. Okay, so this is the important point, the DC and AC part.